is our third video on our channel. We're going to talk a lot about clowns and only clowns on this video, and hope you'll enjoy it. So we will have a look at the video that we have on the previous video we shot on the clown project. So then we will just talk about the 4 generations of clowns, what our line bred clowns have been doing. So we will show that now. Okay, so in this episode we'll just talk about our clown project. It's one specific clown project that I really like that I'm doing. This is actually a Enchi clown. Can you see how reduced it is? It looks almost like a super Enchi clown.
Very clean sides. Yeah. Absolutely no side pattern at all.
Yep. So when I first hatched this, I was quite amazed with how they look like and everything. There were 2 in this clutch. There was a pastel Enchi clown and this Enchi clown. When they hatch out, I really thought they looked like, you know, that is a super Enchi clown. But the pairing was between a Enchi head clown and a pastel clown female. So there's no way there's a super Enchi. But I've always wondered whether I could replicate the same thing. So I think this looks fantastic. This is one of my favorite snakes that I have. It's just a plain Enchi clown, but it's a very nice looking one.
So head stamp as well.
So over the years I've always wondered whether we could actually replicate that whole thing. And this year actually we made some. He actually signed a clutch for me, a clutch of visuals.
So he is now the father of the next generation that you're going to show us.
Yes. This clutch was double sired, so this is the pastel clown and a firefly clown. The clutch was double sired. The other male was a fire clown and this Enchi clown. The 2 of them sired. Was a 9-egg clutch actually. 4 eggs went back. That's too bad. So this is the pastel clown and a firefly clown. This sired not by him, by the other male. So again we have made
another really low.
So yes, finally we have answered the question this year. We managed to replicate it. We managed to replicate what he exactly is.
So these 2 on the left hand side are just like the father.
Yep.
And the one on the baby on the right is
pastel Enchi clown. Oh, he's really shy. But as you can see, the patterns have reduced compared to yours.
Yeah.
So he's in really deep shape. This is what originated this project.
So he is the grandfather. He's the start of this.
Yeah. He's the Enchi head clown.
So just an Enchi head clown.
Yeah, I'm keeping him because I have sentimental value towards him. So he's here. That's the son, the Enchi clown.
So you paired him to a clown female.
My line bred clown female.
Okay.
Line bred pastel clown female.
And that gave you this
male, yes.
This male and the female that I have.
Yes.
And then he sired
the rest of them.
So 3 generations here on one shot.
It's quite amazing, right?
That's awesome. That really.
I even have his father. Do you want to see his father?
So we've got 3 generations here. Now we're going to go 4. Father, grandfather, great grandfather.
Yes, great grandfather. Oh no, that's father, yeah. Grandfather, great grandfather. Great grandfather,
yes.
And the kids.
And he is.
He is just a plain clown. He's also in very deep shape. Both of them are in very deep shape. He originally came from Justin Kobelka.
And that's just a straight clown male?
Yeah, that's just a straight clown male. He's huge actually for a male. He's huge.
He's massive, yes.
I've never bred him for the past, I think about 4 or 5 years. But I've always kept him around.
So how old is he now?
Oh, he came in 2011, 2010 if I'm not mistaken. So he came in about 9 years back. He's about 10 years old.
Wow.
At least 10 years old. Yeah.
So
1, 2, 3, 4
4
generations.
generations. 10
One
years.
shot.
That's awesome. To see all those together, all the
Yes.
different generations, that is awesome.
10 years old, about 7 years old there. This one is about 3.5 years old. And these are just hatched. We will talk about our clown projects today, our holdbacks. Okay, this specific project here is our Enchi clown project. It looks like a super Enchi clown, but it's actually just an Enchi clown. A lot of people think there's blade in it, but I don't think there's blade in it because they've never popped out in any other morphs. Blade has never popped out in any of my collection because I've been working on this project for about almost 7 or 8 years now. So we are reproducing this pattern clowns, Enchi clowns, sorry. But there is no evidence of any blade in them because it doesn't turn out anywhere else. So this is the plain Enchi clown.
So this is the first season that you've been able to reliably reproduce that particular look, and in the clutch that you had there were some other Enchi clowns that did not look
Yes, true.
like this.
Yes, correct. There were Enchi clowns that did not look like this.
And there were also some clowns that weren't Enchi, so you know this is not a super.
Yes. So this is not a super. This is definitely not a super. And we also have a few generations of these to go back to, so we are quite sure there's no blade in them. So it's just a line bred Enchi clown that looks like this.
It's
And,
phenomenally clean though, really clean sides.
Yes, this is a sibling. This sorry. So that's a pastel Enchi clown. As you can see, it's not as reduced as this fella here, as the Enchi clown here. So we're trying to figure out how to keep the pattern reduced by adding more morphs into them and more combinations. Because as you can see, the sides are very clean on these Enchi clowns. All of them, the father, the siblings, all of the Enchi clowns have always looked like
This
that.
one gets a little bit dirty, and it gets worse as they get
Yes.
larger. They get
Quite
that
true.
pastel dirtiness in them.
Yes, true. So there's few things we want to do with these projects. We want to bring it from here. This pattern we want to get in this color, and this color we want to clean it up more. So we're holding back these fellas. So we want to put in an orange dream and a fire in there to really clean it up and really brighten up the yellow while reducing the pattern by using this sort of Enchi clowns. So that's what we're planning to do for our clown projects.
A super Enchi version of either of those would look really nice too.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference on this because it's just going to reduce pattern a bit more, and the head stem is going to look a bit more different. So I don't think that's going to make as much change as cleaning up this fella here, like, you know, getting this pattern here and cleaning up. Well, okay, a super Enchi on this would make a big difference.
Yeah,
it'll be
but
cleaner.
not on the reduced
Not on
one.
the reduced one, yes. And we also missed the odds. We wanted to make a Firefly Enchi clown this year itself. Let me show it to you in a bit.
Wow, the contrast in the colours on camera. This one here is so much brighter than that one.
Yeah. Okay, so what we wanted to do here was to get the line bred Enchi clown and put in a fire in it. While the pastel and the fire we work with in our clowns are very bright, very clean. You know, a lot of people believe a fire is a fire and a pastel is a pastel. I don't. I believe that, you know, by selective breeding you can clean them out, you can make them look nicer. This is evidence of that. That's a Firefly Enchi hat for clown. We missed the visual of it. It was quite sad, but it's a very nice example. Without the clown we can see that it's really clean, really bright. It's everything that we wanted, just without the clown.
So the contrast and the pattern is actually fairly similar to this, and not quite so reduced, but the sides on this one are much cleaner than the sides on the
Quite true.
on this one. This is a much cleaner animal.
And with the clown it should be even cleaner a bit, because clowns are generally cleaner than normal, so it's gonna look even cleaner than this fella here. But we're very happy with the color and the cleanliness, and overall the whole thing just looks amazing. So we missed that out, but at least now we know that it's an amazing ingredient to work with.
So now you just
put
need
up
the
with.
clown version of
Yep.
this one.
Yep. Oh, and maybe a OD in there. OD looks nice and everything. We're just moving into OD nowadays. We're quite late, but then we're getting there. So we'll move on to our other clowns. Okay, so this is another dominant co-dominant clown combos that we're working with. Actually, we had a bunch of cool clowns, the whole clutch. What happened was sadly the entire clutch was stolen actually. So anyways, that aside, so we made only one more of this. We made a bunch of these plus better combinations, but the one got stolen. We will insert a picture of the clutch when they hatched. It's not a good picture because it was just a picture that we just snapped at the point. So anyways, this is what I believe is a pastel Mojave vanilla clown, and we can't stop moving. We'll hold this fella back, and hopefully the stolen snakes would be found back soon. Okay, so this is where our Mojave clown staff are heading towards. We're going to try and work out with dark moths. We're going to put in a darker combination into our clown and Mojaves. Let's see what that goes.
Maybe add GHI.
Yeah, maybe we would add the GHI into this Mojave clown.
Black pastel, if we can get black pastel into it.
Yep. So we move on from here. Okay, so this is our exantic possible hat for clown and caramel. They came from our triple hat pairs. Caramel normals were hat for caramel albino, clown, and also VPI exantics. So I made sure I got the VPI exantic version of it because I like how the VPIs look compared to the other type of exantics.
So this pairing you've bred several times already, so you know that they are triple hats.
Yes.
Because you've got examples of all three.
Actually, this is the first year we got the caramel. So this is the first year we proved out that they were hat for caramel, the parents I mean.
And it was kinked.
Yeah, it was kinked. That's really bad. We don't really want to head towards the caramels anymore that much already. So that's the VPI exantics possible hat for caramel and clown. We don't really want to reproduce the caramel albino in it. We just want to focus on the exantic clowns. So we're holding back a bunch of these, so we'll pair them back to their parents and try to make the exantic clown. We missed it. This is I think the third year we're breeding it and we missed it. We have a couple of females only on the 100% hats. So when these females go into the project, hopefully we'll hit one easier. Actually, this year was very interesting. This year we had a clutch with 4 exantics, 1 clown, and 1 caramel albino, no normals. And that was very weird thing because the odds are very slim on these kind of things, and we didn't hit a single normal in the clutch. It was very weird. But then again, we didn't hit the one that we wanted. We didn't hit the two double gene combination. That's why we're heading towards. We want to make really high quality exantic clowns, not just something that has an exantic and a clown in it. So we'll show you guys more when we make the exantic clown.
Okay, now for some good news.
Yeah, finally it's a double hat. It's a double hat stuff. So that, guys, is a albino clown. It's a nice high contrast albino clown. So we made it. Actually, this is the second one we're making. We made a male albino clown. This is a female albino clown. So as far as I know, I think these are the only 2 in Malaysia at the moment. I'm keeping the male, of course. He's the father actually. He's already big. We made him a couple of years ago. So this is the girl. We made it again.
Look at the head stamp and the much brighter oranges on the dorsal.
I don't know if you can get the dorsal oranges on camera, but it's really bright. I mean, lavender albino clowns are a thing, but for albino clown, I think this thing looks amazing. That's all the oranges there. Is damn nice. That's one of the nicest snakes we produced this year. I really like this girl. She's a female actually.
Very cool.
But I'm not really holding her back. I would probably let her go sooner or later. I just like looking at her at the moment, so just keeping her here for a time being. So that's pretty much what we're doing with our clowns.
Awesome.
We got a bunch of stuff coming, so that will be another video. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you subscribe and follow our channel. And please subscribe, guys. We see a lot of views but no subscribers. Subscribers count is very low. So hope you subscribe so we can keep doing more videos for you.